battle of the leftist influencers, grifters. Do you think that's fair? I mean, is this good money if you can get it?
Well, no, it's not. Look,
Right.
This group chorus is a little off-key, and here's why. It's an ideological directorate. That's really what this is, where they are controlling the narrative and paying people who are supposedly independent voices in this new media to parrot that company line. And the most insidious thing, not only was there a secrecy clause where they could not reveal who was funding them, but any contact with a politician had to go through this gatekeeper, through this group. I'm sorry. Look, they're obviously trying to catch up with everybody else, but the Joe Rogans of the world and the internet bros, they were converted because of the message that Trump was waving and advocating. To try to counter that with dark money programs like this, I think you're lying to your audience. And on top of that, you're deceiving yourself because you're taking dollars to pervert and change your own voice. Why these people would do that, I don't know. But we're talking, this was a wide net. This is everything from like American Girl doll meme creators to that, Olivia Giuliana woman, that kind of plus-size lady who was a Biden groupie, who they tried to say, oh, this is how young males are going to be drawn to the fold. Didn't quite work out that way, and I don't think this idea will work out.
Mary Catherine, is that the big problem, that this is sneaky, or is it that it's disingenuous, that the payments are necessary at all?
I actually think it is that it is sneaky. I would not advise anyone to sign this contract, which Taylor Lorenz is the reporter here, and at times I would view her with a grain of salt, to put it mildly. Yeah. However, she has screenshots of the actual contract. And I would say don't sign that because it restricts you in all these ways. And if you are an influencer, to some extent, you are selling authenticity to your audience. And if you are hiding from them that you're doing this part, then they're going to get upset with you because they don't know when they should trust you. Now, if you told them, I'm enrolled in this program, this is what this program does, I made sure they didn't restrict me criticizing, for instance, other Democratic candidates, which is what the influencers are mad about, who are not being paid, because they're like, you're aligning with the DNC, you're aligning with these more mainstream messages, and we're the rebels. We're the rebels out here. You guys, and they've called them Blue MAGA. Ooh. That's what they've done.
Trying to get into a space that the Republicans did exceptionally well in, the social media space in the last election. But when it comes to dark money, that is a big problem in politics, and it appears to be getting bigger. The Brennan Center tracked it for the last election. A record high, $1.9 billion in 2024, a dramatic increase from the prior, where it was $1 billion in 2020. Very interesting. Democrats put up $1.2 billion to influence 2024, Republicans accounting for $664 million. So much more on the Democratic side in the last election, but still big money on both sides in politics.
There's a smell of desperation here. This all started, the Democrats are in bad trouble with social media to begin with because of the way they acted during the pandemic, when it was my way or the highway, when they were censoring people, when they were getting people thrown off. Those people are now in power. They got a problem with that. If you notice that SOT montage, they looked like they really felt and believed what they were saying, except when they said, Trump is making us all poor. And then I was thinking, you're not so poor there. You've been paid a lot of dark money.
$8,000 a month.
You got the dirty money coming to you. You're not so poor. So you're representing poor people, but you're not poor yourself. And Americans can tell that. They got to go to the Laura Loomer course on social media influence and then come back and figure out if they actually have any talking points. What is their message?
Yeah, I think also liberals get this backwards. They say, oh, the Republicans have thrown a bunch of money at this. We have to do the same to get up to par with the Republicans. What they miss is that the reason Republicans thrived and conservatives thrived in this area is because there was a demand to find alternative places to speak because they were barred basically from much of mainstream media. So if you have mainstream media, you don't have a market need to create these spaces, and that's why they're behind, not because of the money part.
And the deception that I think they're foisting upon their audience is this. These are essentially political ads programmed from a star chamber, and you're not revealing them as political ads because you're washing it through a nonprofit dark money operation. This is insidious. The FCC really should look into this. I don't like this, by the way, on the right or the left, and it does happen on the right as well.
There certainly is.
Yes, and we know a few of those people, but we're not talking about them, Mary Catherine.
No money, no money, please. Do it because you believe in it.
That's right. Well, do it for a cause, because that's what your audience came for. Your rebel voice, your original voice, they want to hear that.
And I feel like the audience can kind of tell, too.
Yeah, you bet.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.